Let me preface by saying I really apologize for how bad the audio is on this and even maybe one or two of the other episodes that we recorded. We kind of reverted back to an older microphone system, and it's clearly not as good as the others. So I hope that the audio doesn't bump you guys too much. But anyway, at any rate, here we go. But the real foundation is these bastard teachers. I've now seen up close and personal because my daughters, I'm subsidizing this in some fashion at this point with my daughter. She's gone through community college, 2 years there, and now upgraded and now goes to a fairly pristine state school. California State School. And I gotta tell you, I've never, and it's fucking appalling, but I've never seen so many days off. These teachers, these professors will take random days off, and it's not even a day at a time. Sometimes they'll take a week off. No class this whole week, guys. First off, they'll send an email the night before and say, okay, no class tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Fine, I like that. I like them putting a little pressure and a little last minute information. I love that. That's the real world. Okay, I don't have any problem on them squeezing and not, why didn't they tell my daughter with more advance notice? That's horseshit. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying nobody in the real world gets to just take random weeks off and then still get paid for them. We had a professor last year at a pristine state school. This is the truth. This is the truth. This professor lost over 50% of the information that was now they've got a lot of this stuff online where you're taking tests online, you're able to grade tests, you're able to do homework online, and only in this person's class, right, only in this one professor's class did this happen, but it sure did. And what happened was 50% of the work was lost. So of course this professor's idea was, well, I don't know how you did, let's just give you a B. It's like, wait, hold on a second. I took these tests in good faith that you guys would know how to score them, and previous to that, this person was getting an A. How do you just say, well, I don't know, you probably got a B? Number one. Number two, what about the information that we don't know if our concepts are right or wrong? What about this idea that one day we're going to have to use this information? This is somebody who's studying for law enforcement, arguably will be in a position to have to look back on the data that they paid all these thousands of dollars for to try to make a good decision, right? Or to have the right train of thought on how to fix a certain problem. But yet the answer is going to be, well, oh shit, I can't remember if we got that right or wrong because there was no thought, there's no way in the world you're going to keep making the same mistake in a corporate environment or working for a small business or something like that. You're not going to keep making the same mistake and or take a test on a bunch of stuff and their test of the version of the test that I'm talking about is they give you a bunch of work to do and see what of it you can do. They don't continue to give you massive amounts of work, you not end up doing it, and them saying, hey, why didn't this get done? Or why did this get done wrong? Here, let me show you how to do it right. Like that doesn't happen. It's and in college, no problem. Professor doesn't show up for some time, doesn't want to be there that week, shows up late, leaves early, whatever. These guys are this happened every single semester, more than one teacher at this point. And I know any of you guys that have gone through the college system know that this is true, or have paid for it, or have relatives close to you, son, daughter, that kind of thing. You guys all know what I'm talking about. These people are thieves. They are getting paid ungodly amounts of money. They're completely and utterly sheltered from the real world in terms. Now, some of them have other jobs, but that's the point, is they're spending time there, and they still are morally bankrupt enough to take our money, top dollar, for doing a job they're not fully doing. They're doing maybe 50, 60, 70% on average, maybe. And some schools are better, some industry, if you're going for, to be a doctor, the medical field, this might be a little bit different. But I would tell you at this point, I think it's more widespread than I'm even hip to. There's only a few of these industries that you can come out of college and actually have your shit together. So I would say those ones, the data suggests that those might be the ones that that might be the carve out. But I would say that those are only the exception that's proving this rule to be the truth. And that's, I think that there's a goddamn racket with these professors and the situation. And guess what? I love education. I'm fascinated with education. My grandmother, my mom's mom, is a career teacher, was an assistant principal, somebody that even to this day I can look at and say is one of the brightest people I know. Has a great mind, very understanding of the way that things work, and is very committed to the teachers union. Has very strong, what's the word I'm looking for? Has very strong predilections. If there's a problem, tie will always go to the runner in this person's mind, my grandmother's mind, and the runner is always going to be the union. Right, so sorry for all that overhead noise and everything here. Let me jump in my truck. But my grandmother would always side with the labor union, with the school unions, right? No matter what it is. And she, we've had candid conversations with it even now, where I ask her, "What do you think about the voucher system? Does a kid that's in a bad area, should he have a chance to pick, should his parents have the chance to pick a school for him? Do you think that would be wise? Do you think that kid would be in any better position? Do you think the marketplace competition would kind of rise, would be the water that rises all ships, and it would improve the school systems?" And her answer was, "Yeah, I think it would help, but I think that would also hurt the public school systems. So I would naturally not be really for it. Not because I thought it was the worst thing in the world for the kids, because actually I do think it'd be better for kids that are not in the best areas, or in a school district or in a school zone that doesn't have a successful track record in their school. She thinks it would be better for those kids to actually have a choice in where they go to school. But again, as a lifelong career teacher, you're forced to pick the side, and the side is your team, and the team is the teachers union. And is that advantageous to the teachers union? For them to have competition, I'm going to suggest the answer is definitely not. You don't want a used car dealer right next to your dealership. Right? I get it. It might drive in some good traffic in some way if all they do is sell ATVs, boats, watercraft, and you're the guy that's selling trucks next door. That might be great for business, but in most cases, if they're selling the same product you are, that's usually going to drive your price down, profit margins down, right? Because you're splitting off your audience. So the point is that these schools and this racket, I hate to go off on this tangent here, but boy, unbelievable. And again, guess what? Lo and behold, this is another week we're at this pristine state school. Guess what? Morning classes just canceled. No problem. Not today. Not tomorrow. All week. No morning class. No worries. Guys, stay home. Do your homework there. What the fuck are they even going to this $1 billion place for that costs so much damn money to build Why? And part of this tuition is going towards that mortgage, or I don't trust me. All you smart fuckers are out there saying, "Oh my God, this cocksucker doesn't even know it exactly the way this works." You're right. I don't. That's not me. I don't know that. What I do know is that these fuckers are robbing us. They're robbing all these poor college kids, and that's why they're coming out of college pissed as all hell. They're saying, "Why in the hell can't I get a job with all this money I've sacrificed and all this time I've sacrificed?" It's not just the money, it's the time. And by damn it, once every other week, or maybe even every 2 weeks, I'll go on one of these rants and just pick a different topic of something that I can't fucking stand. And it's just it's just ingrained in our culture at this point. It's changing slowly, because you can see there's been a lot of talk of, even with some of these big companies, Google, some of these tech companies that are saying, "Hey, you don't have a college degree, no problem. You can still get a job here." I'm not sure what it'll be. At first, it'll be something like that. It'll be interning and showing you the ropes and then figuring out, okay, what is this person good at? Let's send them to do that. So there it is, guys. There are my thoughts on the California college, formal college infrastructure and their current state as of 2018, 2019. What I also am going to do is follow up with another video with maybe just some potential solutions, simple, actionable solutions that don't have to involve the amount of bureaucracy that surround these schools. You might have a great idea about how to change them, but look what's happening with the government. You can't just change the way that this stuff works. I mean, you're going to face opposition. And in those cases, you've got somebody who's vested now because of certain things. But I guess all that to say this is that in most cases, any type of change you want to make at an institution, you're going to be in for it. So I do have another video that I'm going to follow up, short, quick, some action items that I think could be taken immediately. And if anybody listens to this that's got anything to do with the college institution or the way that you guys operate, by all means, share this with your pals. But I think the world's caving in on you if not, because there's just no way you guys can keep this racket up. And what the hell do I care? They say in another year or so, damage will already been done with this one, and with this kid that I've got now that's in the system, and I don't think my next one, I just think it'll be gone by that time if you guys don't take action. So do with it what you will. Hopefully this gets to the right hands and into the right people's ear hole. But anyway, you guys take care out there. We'll talk to you on the next one. This is Mike from Your Car Dealer Bond. Thank you again for tuning in, for taking an interest. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think of this whole process, of the whole system. Maybe there's something I'm missing. God knows, my grandmother may drop me a line in here and miscellaneous F-bomb or two. I don't know how YouTube's going to feel about that, but leave me a comment. Let me know. You guys take care out there. Have a great week. Enjoy. And like I said, I can't appreciate it enough. If you liked it, hit that like button. And if you did, then by all means, subscribe. Hopefully we'll keep putting out content that'll be useful to you. And again, this is Mike from Your Car Dealer Bond. Thanking you so much and telling you to have a great day. Stop.